Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm sure you can already tell by the title of it, is 10 baby girl names that I consider to be unique. The reason why I consider them to be unique is because all but one of them are not in the top 1,000. And I think a lot of YouTubers who I watch their baby name videos, a lot of people have in common the fact that they don't like more of the trendy, more popular names. So I'm going to throw this list out there as just ideas. Maybe you will get ideas from this video. I'd love to know if you have a child named one of these names, or which one of these names you like, which ones you hate. Let me know down in the comments, and if you like these kinds of videos, give it a thumbs up before you leave, and let's get started. The first name on my list is the most popular. It is the only one that's not in the not out of the top 1,000, and that is the name Calla. The reason why I love this name is because I picture obviously like a calla lily. I think of just a little girl who's so feminine and so cute. I love the nickname Callie or Allie, and I think it's a really good name in general. I've never personally met a little girl named Calla, but I think it is absolutely darling. I just adore this name. And if you're wondering, it is Greek and it means beauty, and it's number 917 on the baby name list. These numbers I am getting from babycenter.com, so I'm not 100% sure how accurate they are. I'm sure different websites might have different numbers, but all of these I got from the same website, just in case you guys are wondering where I got the numbers from. The second name on my list is the name Lenny. I love this name. I think it's so cute, it's so to the point. I've never really liked any longer versions of the name. I'm not a huge fan of Winifred, but Winnie itself, I absolutely love it. I think it's great as a standalone name. It is number 1,139, and it is Native American, and it means firstborn daughter. The next name on my list is the name Larkin. I came across this name I want to say a few months ago. I just happened to see it somewhere on social media and I fell in love with the name. I just thought, wow, how different is that name? Not weird, but different, unique, and I absolutely adore it. It is number 4,197, so I doubt there will be another Larkin in her class, let alone in her school. This is a name that I actually would consider using for my child. I don't know if my husband would allow me to use it, but if we were to conceive again, which I hope we do soon, it's definitely going to be on my baby girl name list. The next name is the name Eleni. You might recognize this name because it was the name of Tiger Woods' former wife. This name to me is so beautiful, and if you follow my channel, you would know that my daughters have E middle names. So this is actually on our name list if we have another daughter, because it is one of the options for a middle name. The reason why I like the name Eleni is because it does sound very feminine, very cute. I do worry that maybe someone would pronounce it as Ellen, even though it clearly is not spelled like Ellen. The name itself is Welsh, and it means light or moon, and it is number 1,217 on the baby name list. The next name is a name that I really love, and it is the name Lonnie. I actually have met Eleni before in my life. She is older, she's in her late 30s, and she is Hawaiian, and the name also is Hawaiian. In Hawaiian, it means sky or heaven, and it's number 1,444 on the baby girl name list. This is a name that I definitely would use. Just something about the way that it sounds. It just sounds so cute, so girly. I definitely could picture it for a young girl and also on an adult. I think it would carry you really well throughout your life. So this is definitely one that I just absolutely adore. The next name is the name Jovi. I have never met anyone named this name. I think I'll be shocked if I ever did meet someone named this name. It's number 1,519 on the baby girl name list according to Baby Center. And the reason why I like this name is because I feel like it's just something fresh and different. I really like the name Josie, but I think that Jovi is just something that's just refreshing that you're probably not going to hear very often, if at all. Of course, I was a huge fan of Bon Jovi growing up, so maybe that's why this name kind of hits a chord with me, and I think it's just so adorable. I feel like it's kind of fits in that trend of the names that are up and coming that have to do with singers and bands. For instance, Jagger, Zeppelin, all these names that are kind of up and coming. I feel like Jovi kind of goes right along with those names, and I think it's a great option for your little girl. The next name is a kind of a twofer. It's two names. but they're both very similar, and that is Millicent and Millicent. I first heard the name Millicent on the show One Tree Hill a few years ago when I first kind of watched the show. I was really late to the bandwagon and watching it, but because it came on Netflix, I watched it, and I thought the name Millicent was gorgeous. When I first heard it, I was like, what exactly are they saying? What's her name? And I looked it up, and it's actually a town in Australia. But I love the name Millicent in general, and I feel like I've seen this name on different baby name lists, and people kind of talked about it being too close to Maleficent. I really don't agree with that. I don't feel like they sound the same, and I feel like you could probably make fun of any name, and that would just be probably the most common thing that people would say about the name. But I really like the name Millicent in general. I like the nickname Millie. But when I was looking up this name and kind of researching it for the purpose of this video, for some reason I was thinking of the name Millicent because they sound very similar, and I didn't know if Millicent was actually a name in real life. So I looked it up on Baby Center, and apparently Millicent is a name that I just have never actually met anyone of, and it's not technically made up, I guess. But Millicent is number 2,141 on the baby name list, and Millicent is number 18,144. So I think using either of these names, you definitely would have a very unique name. I bet someone will probably say, you know, what did you say? What was your name? But altogether, I love the name. I love the name Millie in general. However, Millie is number 319. So it's definitely way more common, and you're way more likely to hear of Millie. I'm sure that either of these names, you probably would call the child Millie, but I really like the nickname Mills. I think that's super cute too. So both of these names I think are great options if you really want a unique name for your little one. The next name is the name Eleni. I met someone named this many years ago, and this name has really stuck with me for a long time. The reason why I couldn't actually use it for my own child for a middle name is because my youngest daughter Aniston's middle name is Elena, spelled like Eleni but with an A on the end of it. Obviously two different names, but I would not want two names that similar for two of my girls' middle names. I really love this name though. I've only ever met that one Eleni that one time in my life, and excuse me, and she was called Lenny, but altogether I think the name is just absolutely gorgeous. It is number 2,314 on the baby name list. And the last name that I have on my baby name list for my unique girls names is the name Nella. This name to me is so sweet, it's so cute. It would be one of those names that just is refreshing because obviously we hear a lot of Bella and Ella and Ellie now. I think Nella's very refreshing. It's very cute, very different. It does go along with the trend of the Ella trend right now, but it's so beautiful. I like the nickname Nellie, and if you liked Ella and Ellie, you could also get those nicknames from this name. This name is number 2,507 on the baby name list, so I bet she would be the only one in her class, and I just think of a sweet little girl when I think of the name Nella, and I absolutely would use it for my own child if my husband were to like it. I think this name is just absolutely adorable, and it's just really refreshing and new sounding. So there are my 10 unique baby girl names. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, I would love to hear your opinions about which ones you like, which ones you hate. If you have kids named this, if any of these names are on your list, tell me down below in the comments. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and I will do more like it. Thank you guys so much for watching.